Yes, so it'll need to be finely shaped to fit. So we're I just keep doing that until we're happy with it. Happy. Until all the black goes away. Don't want that sharp. But anyway, it's coming along. So, you can see there's a little bit of work right here to do, but it's very pleasant. The shape is pleasing and symmetrical when viewed from any angle. See what I mean? Zoom, zoom, we're pointing right down the middle. And on and on. If we're not, I'll, do final schminal on it. This will take a while. We're sawing through the first wood screw. There's another one there. Moving right along. I'm not gluing the block to this, to the body, with epoxy, in case anybody wants to try to remove the neck. It's glued in with the original stuff, so it's probably removable if someone ever wanted to do it. Anyway, the glue is drying, and we've successfully reattached the neck. In 26 different ways. It has to line up this way, that way, that way. How many degrees of freedom? Neck angle, 1. This way, 2. And this way, 3. 3 major axes. Left, right, up, down. Actually, X, Y, and Z. There's a theta in there somewhere. Of course, sandpaper. Getting the burrs off. There's no bridge plate under the bridge pins. There's a bridge plate that stops about here. So the string ball ends are eating into the top. Made a additional maple. These red blots will tell me right where the thing is going to go. This is maple. Good stuff. We're going to glue this in and proceed. We're going to have to put a finish on here, blend it into the finish up here, then finish up here. The scarf joint for this particular operation is right here, and they're cut at an angle. It's commonly done closer to the headstock, but this is fine. You can see the transition. We're going to try to make it disappear. So from here down will be new black. Here to here to the end of the heel. Not going to do anything to this except reveal what's there. Very light steel wool 3/0. Mostly clean the binding. Doing very little. The tuners had never been off. They were put on backwards. This is interesting. There's 2 holes here. And that could have been from the swap by mistake in the beginning. 2 holes here also. We'll look at that when I remount the tuners, because there'll be a reason I stayed here all season. There must be. There's a little worn spot there. I might keep it. We'll see. And from here down will be repainted black. This is black, so, but we'll keep a boundary here. I'm just doing this because it's fun. It's a little early in the process. Turtle wax rubbing compound, not polishing. Rubbing is red. See what we can get out of here. The finish is shellac, and it's developing what the equivalent of lacquer checking, only it's shellacquer checking. And the advanced stages of shellac checking is called craquelure, meaning sort of like crackle velour. Craquelure. This is started at, there's the micro cracks, but they haven't developed the texture, the velour texture. So. Also looks like it may have been oversprayed. I'm not going to mess with it, I'm going to make it shine. It's making it shine. We'll look at the shine in a while. I'm mostly trying to clean the 100 years of age. Nice inlay. Many of these were still very thin, even back then. The simpler ones were thick. And we were going to do a little more rubbing and move on. So we're looking at cracks. Here's one. And the next one. There's one there. And one here. It's really one continuous crack. I'll turn the light on. Plug this back in. So there's a crack that basically runs from here to here. The whole thing is cracked. Let's go back anymore. So I've filled 80% of that center decoration. The whole thing is cracked. The reason you couldn't see the whole crack when I put the light inside is because of the cleat that's running along most of the crack. This stuff is, let's see if we can zoom in and, yeah, see, it's ugly looking right now. That's CA. And it's like warts. It's like a continuous wart right now, but when it dries, it'll shrink down. And as we all know, it's thixotropic. So it's soaked in really well. So this is the first application. Looked really bad last night. This is a new single edge razor blade. I'm going to put a bend in it. I'm losing the ability to move this hand. This finger is swelling up with arthritis. Meow meow. The bend that I put in here is the secret, and it's my own invention. Anyway, we're just gonna scrape. Now, because I've got that little point, little circular area, and the thing is bent a little bit, the points on the ends don't scratch anything, and I've focused my scraperuity. We basically just going to see the stuff's coming up. It's not anything but the glue. I'll scrape it down to the finish, and most likely through the finish. Sometimes I get lucky, and anyway, I'll be scraping and trying to make this basically disappear. Well, it's about 10 minutes later, we're still at it. It was a crack that went all the way through for the full length of this thing, and right here is another crack and another, it's like it got hit right there. So we're evening everything out, and we're level now up to here. This little area needs some more fill. Fill and done. Yeah, this is, we need fill on this. It's almost done, but now up here, there's one up here too. I think this one got noticed until I looked. Anyway, it's almost ready now. Any spots that look shiny are low. I'll fill them, let it dry, and hopefully by the next or the second go around it will be perfectly smooth. Well, we're down to, this is only my second go around. That's pretty good. Down to a few areas. Down to the ground, down to the ground. here is simply low. That'll do for now. So my light source is up here. So you can see the shiny spots, the reflection of the places I haven't. These I put on last night. There's another one back here. The rest is filled, except where the shiny spot was, and almost gone. Yeah. There we go. This is where there was much more damage, or a discontinuity in the grain of the original piece. This is my super tool. Buy a box of 50 at a time at the hardware store. It lasts for years. We're going to have to try to blend this finish in. The wood is dark, so we may have a chance. And then there was this one. Probably can't see that one as clearly. This was actually just a low spot. I think it was also a crack, but it was mostly low. I filled it twice. And it's almost up. It's the curve that makes the difference. This is just a triple O steel wall. I believe this is a fairly recent finish, maybe from the hardware store. That's what it feels like. It's a satin finish. You'd never find it in the old days, but that's okay. It's a good finish. But it won't be a satin finish when I'm done because of the blending required for this new. This one is, no, it ain't bad, it ain't bad. Anyway, I'm going to be trying to get rid of scrape marks. I'm not using 320, but I don't think so. And then we'll see what happens. So my spidey sense says sand it to 400. When you sand it, you can see the orange peel from the previous spray can. Most likely spray can. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with the spray can. It's a good start. But something tells me that this is going to happen sooner or later. So let's see. We'll see. This is where the damage was. Anyway, then we'll do 3/0 steel wool. Well, see this little, see if we zoom in here. Probably can't see these things, but yeah, there's one. These are globs. They're all around the outside. Somehow the finish migrated, and this kind of reveals all the high spots where the stuff is just really thick. And we're going through the latest finish and whatever was under there, and we'll see what happens. Go to 3/0 next. 3/0 steel wool. There's some white spots here. We don't want that. That'll probably do. This is I'll back it out a little bit more here. A new batch. I just mixed up a new batch. Secret sauce. This is the world's finest gum turpentine mixed with an edible oil. Hooey. Hooey, baby. What I'm trying to do is get an interim finish that will look better than what was on there, but maybe improved by going to French polish, depending on what is decided. Be a group decision. Right now, we're just trying to make this man. It's looking good, ain't it? It's looking good. Like I knew it would. Come on. Well, everything that's gone on here has been clear or amber, nearly clear. And this thing was a mess. It was cracked completely and ruined in here and cracked here. It looks much better, and it's mechanically sound, and it can be vastly improved. But it may exceed the budget, and we're trying to get a good looking, good playing instrument for a certain amount. We'll see. Anyway, I'm happy with this. We're going to go on to those repairs I did on the ends here. We'll check them out shortly.